Uh, it was for my mother, man. My mother didn't know I was famous until I got on the cover of Jet magazine. That did it for my mama. Jet magazine is a black magazine. It's about that big. My mama had went to the grocery store and bought about 20 of them and spread them out on the coffee table like a deck of cards, and nobody was allowed to touch them Jet magazine. All you could do was look at it. You couldn't pick it up and read it, none of that shit. That's Steve on that Jet, and they stay fanned out. If you touch that Jet magazine, you got put out the house. That's when I knew I was famous. When my mama didn't know nothing. So I was making so much money, man, because I was homeless, for a while. And I got on Showtime, the Apollo, but I was still struggling, man, because it was only, one weekend out the year. I was still struggling, man. I finally got on TV, and I started sending my mother and father $10,000 a week. And so my mother could not understand that. So she told my father, get on the plane and come to L.A. to see what that boy doing. Because my mama thought I was selling drugs. So she said, Slick, go out there and tell that boy we don't want this money if he ain't serving the Lord. My mom was a Sunday school teacher, so my father came out there and he was, boy, your mama want me to talk to you. My father was a hoodlum, so he knew street shit, so he said, boy, mama want to talk to you about what you're doing to get this money. And I told my father, my first TV show was Me and the Boys. And I was the lowest paid lead of a TV show in all of Hollywood, because I didn't have an agent or a manager. I just signed the contract. So my first contract, and I was the lowest paid. Let me give you an idea. Roseanne Barr was making $275,000 an episode every Thursday, her first year. I made $55,000 a week. You couldn't tell me I thought I had made it, but I was a little. So my father came out there. He said, son, you're sending this money and your mama think you're up to something. Just tell me the truth. I can help you get out. And just tell me, I got some friends, we make some phone calls. I said, no, Dad, I got some money. I showed my father my check. I said, no, this is what I make. He said, now, don't give us this money. This all you making for the year. I said, no, Pop, I get this every Thursday. My father said, get the out of here. Mother, they give you what? I said, 55,000. Get the out of here. Every Thursday. So this was a Saturday when he had got there. He said, can I stay out here till next Thursday and watch these white folks give you $55,000? I said, yeah, man, you can stay. That was the highlight of his life, man. My father thought he talked about that. That was it.